Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw tips and tricks. And somebody sent me this logo because they were having trouble uh, tracing it. And it's a text and some stars, and it just doesn't trace good. I mean, it looks terrible. And she did a DXF file and sent that one to me. So that's the way it traces. It just traces terrible. So I took her DXF file that she had lines, and I turned the lines to yellow. And the good thing about this, the font is kind of straight. They're straight lines with the exception of that little bit of curve on the U and the R. And we're a little bit off kilter, but that can be fixed. So I brought in the logo and put my lines on top of it. And I've already done the F-I-N-E. And I'm going to do the L. And then she had this wiggly star, and I did this part of the star. So it'll be very easy to duplicate the star, and I might do that in the second video. But just take your shape tool and select all your nodes and right click and turn them into lines. Now I messed it up a little bit, but it doesn't matter. Then click off of it, click back on it, and just start moving these nodes, and then the ones in the middle, just delete. Now it looks like those two didn't turn to a line, so we'll do them again and see how it snaps to that line. Now let's zoom in here a little bit. Let's get rid of all these nodes. You just need the last two nodes in the scenario to make the line. Let's zoom in a little bit more. And I am not going to do all of them for her, but I thought I'd show her how she could do this. It does take a little time, and that doesn't look like it's a line, so let's select both those and convert them to a line. And this is on a curve. Now whenever you do that, it grabbed both nodes. Now this is not a and it's also very blurry, so you can't really tell where it starts and stops. But just take away all the nodes that you do not need, and then reselect those two and turn them into a line, and then just kind of reposition it and just try to get it. And also this is actually on a little bit of a curve. So let's take this logo. Let me see what my nudge factor is set on 2 inches. Well, I guess I'm going to have to go up to group. I'm actually picking the lines. Let's put that up 2 inches. Let's turn it into a red hairline and then fill it with black. It's a pretty good looking font. Pretty clean. It's vector. You could fill that in. So let's back up here and put it back where it was. So you just have to continue doing that for all the letters. And you might have to move some over a little bit to make it fit inside the logo a little bit better. The U is going to be a little bit harder because it's got a little bit of a curvature there. And this is going to take some time. I'm not going to tell you it's not. There are people that could trace this. Your two yellow lines look pretty good, but we need to move them over a little bit. Let's take the shape tool and select all of them and just move it over a little bit till you get right on top of that. And you could actually redraw this line very easily by just taking a rectangle and drawing it about the width of that. And then with your ratio locked, you can just round the corners. And you can see how that's a much better line now. Let's grab the shape tool. And let's grab that line, select all the nodes, and just delete it. And then we'll grab all these. Should be able to do that with the pick tool, but I was having trouble moving it, and just get it in position. And then once you have one of those done, you could just delete the other one and just move that line over to that side, and you will have that done. Now it looks like the end is going to be pretty easy, but with that selected, just move that line over. Now the real logo isn't that, I guess I took it away. And I think I'm going to call that good for this video. I'm going to make a second one on the star, but that'll work. I mean, it's going to take some time unless you can find that font. I tried to look, but I couldn't really find anything. And I'll do a second video on how to do that star. Hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.